In 1982, two countries went to war over a group of remote islands most people had never heard of. It wasn't supposed to happen. Nobody expected it. And yet, the world was shocked when an unexpected military conflict broke out thousands of miles from the world's stage. The Falklands War. An explosive reminder that even the most unlikely events can shape history in ways no one saw coming. How did this happen? And why was it one of the most unpredictable wars of the 20th century? Let's find out. The Falkland Islands, a tiny, desolate speck of land in the South Atlantic, had been a point of tension for over a century. Britain controlled them, but Argentina claimed them. For years it was a simmering dispute, not something anyone thought would spark a war, but in 1982, Argentina made a move that nobody, especially not Britain, could have predicted. Imagine this, it's the early 1000s, 980 SS. Britain, one of the world's most powerful nations, is navigating through its own struggles, rebuilding after World War II, facing an uncertain future. Argentina, on the other hand, is deep in a political and economic crisis. Its military junta is holding on to power by the thinnest of threads, and the nation is on the brink of collapse. For decades, the Falklands had been a quiet, almost forgotten part of Britain's empire. But Argentina believed this small strategic move could give them a much-needed victory. They didn't expect Britain to do anything drastic. They thought they'd bluff, maybe negotiate. But Argentina was wrong. April 2, 1982. Argentina pulls the trigger. Argentina's military invades the Falkland Islands, overwhelming the small British garrison stationed there. The British government, shocked and unprepared, has to make a decision. What do they do now? The surprising thing? Britain thought it was a bluff. No one, including the British government, believed Argentina would go this far. The islands were so far away, so isolated, and the logistics of getting a military response in place nearly impossible. But Argentina didn't bluff. They went all in. The British were blindsided. Here's where things get crazy. Despite the distance, despite the odds, Britain didn't back down. They were forced into action. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, faced with the humiliating prospect of losing a British territory, ordered a massive military response. It was an unprecedented move. Britain, with its naval fleet stretched thin and military resources already taxed, sent a full task force 8,000 miles to retake the islands. This wasn't just about the islands anymore. It was about maintaining national honor. And Thatcher wasn't going to let the world think Britain had lost its bite. The task force sailed to the South Atlantic, ready to take on Argentina's military in a battle no one had prepared for. They had no idea just how brutal the conflict would become. The Falklands War wasn't fought in the comfort of urban landscapes or on battlefields of the past. It was fought on harsh, barren islands in freezing temperatures, with unpredictable weather and treacherous waters. On land, in the air, and at sea, both sides fought ferociously. British fighter jets clashed with Argentine air forces. The British Navy, one of the most powerful in the world, took on Argentina's fleet head-to-head. And all of this was happening in a place no one outside of military circles had given a second thought. But the biggest surprise wasn't just the fighting. It was the sheer willpower and determination of both sides. Argentina, believing they could easily hold the islands, underestimated the might of Britain's military. Britain, on the other hand, was forced to fight not just to reclaim the islands, but to preserve their reputation on the world stage. Fast forward 2 months. Against all odds, the British forces, with their unrelenting determination and brilliant military strategy, emerged victorious. On June 14, 1982, Argentina officially surrendered. The Falklands were back under British control. But here's the real kicker. This was a war that almost no one saw coming, and even when it started, no one truly understood just how far both sides would go. How could something so unexpected, so distant, lead to a full-scale conflict? How could two countries, miles apart, with different priorities, end up locked in a deadly struggle over a handful of tiny islands? It's a lesson in how unpredictable geopolitics can be. What followed the war was equally surprising. For Argentina, the defeat led to the fall of the military junta and the restoration of democracy. For Britain, it was a triumphant moment, a boost in national pride, and a decisive victory under the leadership of Margaret Thatcher. But the biggest takeaway? It showed how even small, seemingly insignificant conflicts can change the world. The Falklands War wasn't just about the islands, it was a symbol of how quickly things can escalate when no one is paying attention. The Falklands War was a stark reminder that history can be completely unpredictable. What started as a minor territorial dispute escalated into a full-blown war, showing how fragile international relations can be. So, what can we learn from the Falklands War? Sometimes the most surprising conflicts can emerge out of nowhere, and when they do, they have the potential to shake the world. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves a good history twist. Who knows? The next big surprise in history might be closer than we think.